So I was very excited that the day was finally here. I'd waited for 2 years with all the planning, every day with my mom, and the day was finally here for me to get ready with my bridesmaids. And we were in my mom's room, and it just felt so intimate and personal. And as the girls all were dressing me and helping me get ready, I just made sure I took a moment to make sure that I could think about the day. And I loved using my mother's home because it was where I had grown up and many memories of living there. And I always imagined myself coming down the steps to greet my father, and his expression on his face the first time he saw me, and then to continue and to use all the beautiful landscape that they had done just for me because I had a fall wedding, and they made sure it fit into my theme with the beautiful mums. And then I knew I wanted to have some special kind of car because my dad loved using cars, and so I knew it would be just so important for me and him to have the moment to drive together to the wedding in a Rolls Royce. My mom was very excited to use Robert Wood Photography because she knew that she could trust my mother-in-law's decision because all her photos were beautiful and knew he would do the same for our wedding day. Robert Wood was definitely worth the money. We got more than we even asked for. We knew that he would capture all the intimate moments and still make sure we held within our budget. And I knew that everything would turn out perfect because I had saw his work. The ceremony was very solemn and beautiful, so we knew that Robert would catch all those images, and he truly did. Robert Wood and his staff definitely helped keep things running smoothly. It was a main concern of mine that I wanted to make sure our whole family was photographed, and it's a large family, so I knew it was going to be a lot of work, and I didn't want to have to worry about getting everyone together. And we had a short amount of time between the church and the park. The park was beautiful. I wasn't really sure where I was going to have my photographs taken, but Robert again suggested that we use the park and the beautiful waterfall. There was times where we were able just to look in each other's eyes and be excited that we were finally husband and wife. The first dance with my father was so important to me, and I chose a song that he is my hero because he truly is. And the image that Robert captured just really captured our feelings for each other and how much we love each other. One thing that was so important to me was that my reception was going to be fun and that it was going to be mostly about dancing and having a good time with all the people that we loved. So Robert was sure to catch all the images and having a great time, and it just felt like a big family party. The overall experience was magnificent. It was definitely something, a day that we'll be able to relive over and over again, and I know I can do that by continuing to look through my photos and be able to trust all the images I receive, and I always will recommend Robert Wood.
Danny and I were referred to Robert Wood Photography from one of our friends who was also a photographer, and to us that held a lot of merit. Our first impressions of Robert's work were that they were clean, professional, and actually looked almost magical, which is what I wanted on my wedding day. It was my chance to be magic. The deciding factor in choosing Robert Wood was when we met him for the first time. We sat, we talked, and it was almost like we had known him for a while. We were very relaxed with him. My parents were so pleased and so happy with the results we got, and Danny's parents as well loved them. Yes, they were very happy. Robert came with his assistant and actually saved me, got me out of the room where everybody else was getting ready, and we went into a couple spots around the hotel that normally maybe you would just look at and not even notice, but Robert found a way to incorporate them in the pictures and put me at ease, and that helped me get into a much more calmer place going into the ceremony. At one point during the ceremony, during the vows, I started tearing up. My husband just reached up and wiped the tear out of my eye, and in that exact moment, Robert snapped a picture. After the ceremony, we decided to do some pictures around the city of Philadelphia. We wandered out to the Italian market. We were just having such a good time and laughing, and because at that point, the big stuff was over. We drove around the city. We went to City Hall, and I walk through City Hall every day. My husband walks through City Hall every day, and we never noticed all the little intricate details that Robert did see, and the photographs in there are absolutely amazing. You'd never know that it was in a rainy city of Philadelphia on that day. The reception photographs, so much fun. We had the mummers there, and that was a madhouse. It was party, colors. It was so much fun, but the blur of the day, we weren't able to take it all in. So having those images, those photographs of our family and all our friends going nuts, that was just amazing. So the big party scenes were there, but then also those little tiny moments when I was dancing with my father and he started to get choked up, and then I started to get choked up, and there's this beautiful picture of me hugging my dad after we were dancing, and we're both kind of like, oh. I love that one because I don't think it's something that anybody else really noticed except for my father and I, but now I have that. You do all this planning to find the perfect dress and the perfect shoes and the perfect flowers, but really at the end of the day you have your memories and your photographs, and without Robert Wood Photography we wouldn't be able to rehash those memories every day with those beautiful pictures.